I leave Oklahoma for good, like forever, ever, in 3 days. Now, I was only here for like 4 months or so. For the past couple weeks, I've been coming to this park whenever it's been warm enough and swinging my little 24-year-old heart. In the span of the last 4 months, I've become estranged from my family and financially independent. So I came back to my hometown thinking that there was some semblance of stability here for me to get back on my feet, get my shit back together and then figure out my next moves. And I accomplished a little bit of that. I experienced a little bit of that, but generally, I learned there's no such thing as stability outside of myself. I apologize if the microphone quality is shitty. I just got this mic off TikTok shop, so I really don't know what to expect. I'm feeling really sad not to be leaving. It's just like I've gone through so many personal inner deaths and rebirths over the course of the last 2 years. And that's exhausting, but also every single time life presents me with a new challenge, I'm like, we'll fucking bet. I guess I just have to come 10 times harder. One thing I'm not is a quitter. And I do want this YouTube channel to be a space where I can be open and honest and vulnerable. One thing that I've been thinking about a lot lately is I've recently started posting myself singing on social media every single day on my TikTok and my YouTube. And I probably won't keep doing that. Like, I'll probably just post myself singing a few times a week from now on. I mean, not from now on, but after the month of March ends. But I had such an enormous fear beforehand of posting myself singing, even though I want to be a famous singer. I've always wanted to be a famous singer. I had such a huge mental blockage around being seen as a singer, and especially as a pop singer. I felt like I wasn't allowed to sing without being explicitly asked to, or I wasn't allowed to sing without it being in an academic context. Because when I was a kid, if ever I was singing, it was like, you're bragging, you want attention, you're a bad person. I thought like I needed to kind of hide my gift and play small about it in order to be loved and accepted. And I'm like, damn, I was energetically repelling what I want most in life, which is to be seen, recognized, acknowledged as a singer and appreciated for that. And it has felt so fucking good to be daily getting comments from strangers about how moved they are by my singing. I'm like, that's like, even if it's just one or two people, like, that's what I want most out of life. Honestly, it's just to be seen for that particular gift. Because I really feel like that's what I came to this earth to do, is to sing and to move people by my singing and to heal through my own singing. And I feel like it's, I don't know, it's just, well, I do know. It's just really nice to see that other people recognize that, like, pretty immediately, like the moment they hear me sing. And I'm also just like not so fucking in my head about my singing anymore, where like when I was in college, I really felt like my singing had to be absolutely perfect or else I wasn't worth being listened to and people were going to shit on me. And like, it's true, people are going to shit on you no matter how good you sound, but like, I would use people shitting on me as validation of my own insecurities surrounding my voice. But now, I've spent so much time working on myself in healing that like, if I ever see a troll or a hate comment, I'm just like, my light triggered you. That's why you're leaving this comment, and I'm just gonna block you. And maybe it will hurt in the moment, but like, I'm open to being hurt. Like, I recognize that it's not about me, and I'm not gonna beat myself up about it and like talk shit on my own gift, So I've grown a lot in that regard as well, and that also feels good. It's just funny because it's like, I used to, out of that fear of bragging or like being an attention whore, I used to refuse to sing for people who asked me to. Whenever they heard that I was a singer, I'd be like, no, not right now. I'd be shy about it. And it's like, bitch, why? Like, that's literally what you came to this earth to do. Like, are you gonna complete your mission or are you not? Like, you're gonna let people's opinions of you fucking stop you from doing what you literally incarnated on this earth to do? Like, let's get so for real. Like, I used to hesitate to volunteer to sing solos or just to sing literally anything that I was not explicitly told to do. And it's like, to an extent, like, it's my fault. Like, I have to take some responsibility for the way that some things in my career have turned out up until this point, because I was doing shit like that. Like, I was literally energetically repelling opportunities. I mean, I was totally ignorant to the fact that I was doing this, but still, like, ignorance doesn't change impact. You know, intent doesn't change impact. The fact of the matter is that still I was blocking my own blessings. And of course, there were other factors at play as well, but we all have to take responsibility for our own part in the way that our lives play out. But now I'm finally really on my own team. And so I'm moving to California. I'm doing World Packers for 6 weeks, and I have absolutely no clue what comes next after that. But even though I'm scared, I'm not terrified, because I know for a fact I'm going to figure it out one way or another. And I realize now that there is no such thing as a safety net. There's just me and my strong will and what I want out of life, and trusting that I will get that for myself. Trusting myself to keep pursuing that. Trusting myself to react in smart and best ways. That sentence was kind of awkward. I really hope the audio on this does not sound like shit, because that's going to be unfortunate. Here I am at the park on the swing, and it's spring, and that rhymes, and I'm very glad to be alive. Look, I'm like a natural poet, and I'm just excited thinking about like all of the fans that are going to be watching this in years to come after the fact, after I've made it, and they want to see my journey as I've documented it. And if that's you, just know that there is no certainty in life besides what you want and what you're willing to do for yourself in order to get it, in order to make it a reality. And you can have absolutely anything you put your mind to, as long as you are willing to put your mind to it, as long as you're willing to commit to it. Most people aren't. That's why so many people think that fame is impossible or hard to achieve. That's why so many people think that greatness is hard to achieve. It's not about the odds, it's about the energy. And I'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. I love you guys. Happy spring.